everyone, welcome to the Crafty Hen House. My name is Elaine, and today I'd like to make with you a couple different recipes that I have for a gel-based hand sanitizer. Now, hand sanitizers can come in spray or in gel. Today I'm going to share a couple that I have in the gel. We're going to be using witch hazel, which is an astringent. This is good for hand sanitizer. We're going to be using a rubbing alcohol, and you want to use at least a 60% rubbing alcohol or better. This is going to help you be effective with your sanitizer. We're going to be using aloe vera gel. Aloe vera is 100% aloe vera gel, and this is going to give you that gel foundation. And we're going to be using two different essence oils. One is called Thieves. Thieves is a very good essence oil, and we're going to be using a tea tree oil in the other recipe. These are both very good. They smell nice and they have great properties for your hand sanitizer. Also, one of them is going to require a vitamin E capsule, and we're just going to break that capsule into the recipe, and that's going to help to make it really soft and have good properties. To get started, what I've done is I introduced to you in one of my videos my heirloom cookbook, and I have printed out some recipe cards from a really wonderful little website. It's called thefrugalhome.com, and you can go and you can find these recipe cards, and they're printable in 3x5s as well as 4x6s, and I printed them on cardstock so that I can write my recipes on there and then cut them out. They're so adorable, these little recipe cards. And I love to use these, like I had shown you when I did my cookbook. And this is one of my plastic sleeves that I've taken out of the cookbook. And I have my double-sided scrapbook paper cut down to fit each one of these little blocks. And I'm gonna take my double-sided tape, and I've already pre-written these recipes out on these little cards. I have, this is a hand sanitizer that has the witch hazel, and this is the one that I'm going to use the rubbing alcohol with the aloe. And I'm going to take my double-sided tape. There is no recipe instructions on the back side of these cards, so they can get taped right down to your little index card. And I'm going to center them with my cardstock and mount them just like this. Isn't that cute? And you have a place on the back side when you flip your page. So I'll do that really quickly to both of these cards. And then be able to have them to put back into my recipe book. Now, each recipe today will have, we're going to be using a 1/3 cup measuring cup. And I've gotten my containers that I'm going to put my hand sanitizer gel in, and you can use this for the other sanitizer that's for the spray. I like these jars because they're not porous and they can wash easily. They're multi-purpose. You can use them and reuse them, and each one of them I'm gonna fill up with my different recipes. We're gonna be using a funnel. It's just easier to fill up your containers. I have a little spatula because the aloe vera gel will need to be cleaned out of our little 1/3 measuring cup. And then our oils actually have a spout on them. The Thieves has a spout on the very top that you can actually count out your drips. And if you don't have an essence oil with the drip spout on it, you're going to want to get a little dropper, and then you can insert it in the top. My tea tree oil does not have a dropper spout, and then you can count your drops with the dropper. All right, so I've got my cards all mounted, and what I'm going to start with is we're going to start with a recipe that calls for the rubbing alcohol. Now the rubbing alcohol, we're going to use 2/3 of a cup. So we're going to add 1 and 2. All right. And then the aloe vera with this recipe is going to be 1/3 cup of this aloe vera. So we're going to fill this, and you can kind of see how really thick and gelatinous that it is for this recipe. So that is 1/3. So 2/3 rubbing alcohol, 70%, and 1/3 aloe vera. And this recipe is the recipe that calls for the tea tree oil. So, and we're going to have to use our dropper for the tea tree oil, and it calls for about 4 to 6 drops because of the scent. Oh, it smells so woodsy. You can use as many as you like. I do not recommend this gel sanitizer or any gel sanitizer for children under 6 months, just because of the essence oils. So I'm going to add 6. So let me remove this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you get 1 or 2 extra, it's fine. And that is it. That is your hand sanitizer. Now I have a metal lid. It's like a canning lid. When you purchase these containers, no matter what size you purchase, the box comes with lids, both the insert and the ring for canning. So it doesn't matter what size you get. You can get the quart, the pint, the half pint. They all come with lid sets. I also purchased these plastic lids for smallmouth lids, which these are. And then I have I also have lids for my wide mouth canning jars, which are these. So you can get these nice plastic lids and be reusable, really clean. So you want to get either a small mouth lid or a wide mouth lid if you're going to do the canning jars. And so that's the hand sanitizer with the rubbing alcohol. And all you want to do is, I have mentioned before in my past videos that I love these wooden bamboo skewers. They're great for stirring things and mixing things. And then all you're going to do is you're going to stir up your gel, and you're done. There's many different little containers you can put these gels in. And then you'll be able to transport it with you. So then you're just going to take your really thick, you're going to put your lid on it, and you're done. You can set that gel aside. For our second recipe, this is the one that we're going to use, the witch hazel, aloe vera, and then we're going to use the Thieves and the vitamin E. So the witch hazel recipe is also 1/3 cup. So we're going to put our little funnel back on top, and we're going to use 1/3 witch hazel. This is an astringent. You can use this on your face, if you have acne breakout or want to dry something up. It's really good. Witch hazel, I would recommend that before I would put rubbing alcohol on your face. It would burn. And then aloe vera, we're going to do 2/3 cup of aloe vera. So we've got 1, and we have 2. Okay. And then we're going to add our Thieves oil. And it has the dropper in it and it says 15 drops. So let's remove this little funnel, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, that came out fast. And we're gonna add our vitamin E caplet. Now I'm just gonna use a pin. I'm gonna prick the bottom of the vitamin E caplet, twist it a little, and then we're gonna just squirt it inside. We're gonna just drop it in there. A lot of these witch hazels and rubbing alcohol, what they'll do is they'll make your hands dry out. So that's why they call for the aloe vera, or you can use this vegetable glycerin. This is really good as well. That's got a really nice consistency with it. They call for vitamin E's. They call for different styles of vitamins or essence oils. You can use sweet orange. You can use ones that smell like lemon or lime, and they just smell so nice. So then you're going to just shake it up, and you have your hand sanitizer, and this is made with the witch hazel and the aloe vera gel. And what I also have here at the house is these are stickers, and they're like a chalkboard sticker to label your jars. They're pretty similar in looks. So what you're going to want to do is you want to take a sticker or some type of label that you have, and I actually was able to get these markers. These are chalk markers. I have little chalkboards that sit around the house. You can take these markers, and they come in a variety of colors. They come in metallic, and you're just gonna take one of these markers, and we're going to write on this one, sanitizer. And we're gonna put witch hazel. And then just peel off your label from the card, and you can stick it right on your canning jars. A lot of markers won't adhere to the glass. Let's put it sideways. And then you can just put these in your pantry and refill your little containers. And that's the hand sanitizer witch hazel. And we'll do the same thing for the other one with another label. And that one, we will put sanitizer. And we're gonna put tea tree. That way we know that that one is made with tea tree oil. You can really put anything that you want. Now, if you want a little bit more aloe vera gel in these jars, you can do that. If you want to trade out the aloe vera and you want to use the glycerin oil, the vegetable glycerin, you can use that. And there we have that label. And these are a few of the little containers I have around the house. They're like a shampoo containers, and they're travel ones. You can get them at hotels. Just finish using them, put them into your other bigger bottles, rinse them out really, really good. You can take the paper off. A lot of Sharpies will write right on these little containers, and fill these containers with your hand sanitizer, or you can just replenish the hand sanitizer that you currently have. And just keep refilling it so that you don't ever run out. And as you can see, I use just a minimal amount of the rubbing alcohol, so it really does go far. And when you add it with these other products, and they're just very helpful to have around if you're looking for sanitizer, and they're so nice. And the only thing I can recommend is that you can use these for children 6 months and older. and use it in moderation. Just because they have the essence oils in it, you're not going to be sure whether you're going to have a reaction. Your child may not do well with the tea tree. It's real woodsy and it's an oil. There's not much in there, but I would just recommend using everything in moderation. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on gel hand sanitizer. And I thank you so much. Please subscribe. I'm going to come back with a couple different videos with the spray sanitizer. I have a couple other projects I'd like to share with you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me.